Hi guys! Raya here and welcome to my channel. I decided to vlog a day in the life of a chemist and I'm here now in my laboratory for my thesis. I'm actually doing my thesis right now and I'm gonna show you in a little while. So I have here my samples. This is aninika, this is bongkawil, and this one is saang. So you might wonder what these are. These are actually shells that are edible, and this is from my hometown, Iligan City, and I just mixed some hydrogen peroxide to digest the meat of the shells because I'm gonna see whether or not they have microplastics. So yeah, fun times, fun times. I'm just trying to monitor the activity of the reaction, if it's too violent or not. So these are the work of my other thesis mates. They're working on shore sediments but still on microplastic evaluation. So alright, hey guys, it's almost 3 o'clock and I've been here in the lab for, I would say, a good solid 4 hours already. And I am supposed to monitor the activity of my reaction here. I don't know what to call this, but it's the shells that I've shown you earlier. But I will have a class by 4 in the afternoon. Actually, I don't have that much classes anymore, just like one for each day, except for Tuesday. That's my free day, which means that's my thesis day. So I will spend much of my time here in the lab. So what I'm doing right now is just monitoring whether or not these bad boys will rise up and overdo themselves. Because that is the case. Yesterday I actually did the first sampling yesterday and it was such a mess. At first I was so happy because oh my gosh, I'm all alone in some chair moved. Oh my gosh. Anyways, if there's a ghost here, that's fine. I've been ghosted before, that's fine. Anyways, what am I saying? Well, I did my first sampling yesterday and I thought it was going well, but then apparently 10 shells is too much for hydrogen peroxide to digest, so like it overflowed. So it's very full. By the time that I went back here to remedy the situation, it's a buzzkill, major buzzkill. If you watch How I Met Your Mother, then you will know why I did that. Anyways, off topic again. So I was kind of sad because that's a lot of samples that I wasted in just one go. Silly me, I should have thought about this like early on. And then I decided to do a second batch today, and I have 3 species of shells that I need to study. And yesterday I only did 1 species, but it was like the bigger shells. So today I did small, medium, and large, and well, I downsized the amount of organic matter that I have to digest. So I think everything is pretty well at this point. There is no violent reaction whatsoever, no overflowing, and it's not as dark as it was before. And I think today is a good sampling / experiment day. So yeah, I'm so happy. Anyways, I'm still gonna be here in the lab doing some schoolwork, some lab work, and maybe a little bit of YouTube binge watching, just to monitor these samples just in case. So let me tell you the story of how it's very excruciating to remove shells. I mean the meat of the shells from the actual shells. I didn't record a video just because I forgot, but well, I thought I would be able to take the meat from the shell through a pin or a safety pin, but it's not as simple as that. And I realized that I have to smash the shells in order to get the meat. So what I did was, wait for it, I picked a very solid and very efficient hammer, and then I contacted my high school friend, because as much as I want to admit that I don't need a man, I do need a man for this job, because the shells, especially those that are the big ones, like I will show you some pictures here. Those are really huge shells, and it's very hard to crack them. And they have really good solid shells. So like, it wasn't enough. My strength wasn't enough, to be honest, to crack them open. So I asked my friend if he could spend some hours helping me with my thesis, and I'm so happy that he agreed. Thank you so much, Ken. And well, I think for the rest of my thesis work, he will be my go-to thesis buddy. So bear with me. I'm so sorry, Ken. But well, when I become successful, I will repay you a thousandfold, a tenfold. I will never forget this kindness. Anyways, so like, we cracked some shells yesterday, 10 shells to be exact, and it wasn't a pretty chore. It was very slimy. I think I won't be able to eat shells for the next 5 months or so, just because their smell is embedded in my nostrils. It's not coming off, and it's still here. Fart mixed with vinegar. That's the smell. Anyways, I'm disgusting. So yeah, we cracked them open, and then I weighed them one by one. I even did their height, length, not height, what? Length. And then I proceeded to, put them in hydrogen peroxide. But I am really enjoying my topic in thesis, because it's very close to my heart, and I think whatever results that I may have in the future, I think it will help or benefit a lot of people for the most part. So yeah. Anyways, if you are doing lab work, don't forget to wear the proper attire. So it's like a t-shirt, and then jeans, and then closed shoes. I don't know if you can see my shoes. That's my shoe. I'm supposed to wear a lab gown, but since I'm just checking my reaction, I took it off, and then I am wearing a mask so that I won't smell the fumes from the hydrogen peroxide, which is a must actually. And then I also wore gloves earlier, because one, my shells are slimy, two, it's sanitary, three, I'm handling very concentrated chemicals, so it's not safe to get on the skin. So yeah, those are just some basic rules if you are doing lab work. Actually, I'm not wearing a full face of makeup right now, only brows and the lips, just because I don't want to go outside looking very haggard. And actually, this is a good practice to do not wear makeup when you're doing lab work, because again, you're handling very dangerous chemical reactions, and it might react with your makeup products. So that is why I'm so sad that I cannot wear makeup on a lab day. And well, that's fine, but makeup is the one armor or mask that I would like to wear every single day, but it's also freeing not to wear makeup. So it's 3:40 and I need to go to class, so I'm just cleaning around. So I put some aluminum foil on top of my samples, just so there aren't any particulate matter that will, how do I do this? That will accidentally go into my samples. And then I'm gonna close these huge windows, and since I'm short, I'm gonna use a stool to achieve that. Anyways, I don't have my thesis lab mates because they went on ahead before me. So I just finished putting sodium chloride, concentrated sodium chloride solution here. And I'm just mixing it. And the same goes for these two. Hi guys. I'm still filtering sodium chloride, and at the same time I'm putting it to my samples. So it's so tedious. And then I realized that I am not complete in materials, so I think I'm gonna go out later after doing the filtration part, and I'm gonna go out to buy, well, for one, salt, table salt for the NaCl solution, and second is a lot of tissue, yes, aluminum foil, marking tape, what else, pasture pipettes. Now I think I have pasture pipettes already on my lab kit from before, and what else, filter paper. Hi guys, good morning. Right here, we are prepping for Feb Fair. Actually, I'm not part of the organization per se, but every year we have a fair during Feb 14 period, and it's called Feb Fair, where a lot of bands play, mostly indie bands, and there are also a lot of booths for food, for clothes and other stuff that they sell. And this is actually like the Valentine event here in UPLB. Eating a very healthy meal right now. Yes, who is she? Squash, squash, squash. It's Valentine's Day, and guess what I'm doing? Making saturated sodium chloride solution for my thesis. It's thesis time, everybody. Happy Valentine's. Hi. Oh my god, my hair is so messy. Forget that you saw that. Anyways, it's now the part where I theoretically extract microplastics from my digested organic matter. And to do that, I have to pour over sodium chloride to this wonderful thingamajig right here. It's the organic matter that I have digested, and theoretically the microplastics will float because it has a different density than, well, I won't bore you with the boring sciencey stuff, but theoretically I will get some microplastics on the overlying water, and I will filter that after an overnight of standing. I have already done the first extraction, so I am down to 2 more. There is a total of 3 extractions using sodium chloride, and I'm filtering the first extraction already. And after that, I will let all of these filter papers dry with air, like air dried, and then I will inspect these filter papers under a microscope, a digital microscope, which I haven't gotten to tinker around. I'm scared because it's not mine, it's my advisor's, and well, I just don't want to necessarily break stuff or something, but I will have to conquer that fear and anxiety soon, so I need to bust it out maybe later, and then I will record it for you so that we can both have that learning experience together. So yeah. Okay, hello again. I'm actually gonna make saturated sodium chloride solution. And the funny story, my advisor asked me if I know how to make saturated sodium chloride solution. And then, I don't know why I said no, but then she started explaining that I just have to like pour salt in water and then wait for it to be dissolved by the water, and then pour again until it can't dissolve any more salt. And the funny thing is, I know that, but I don't know. Sometimes I just blurt something out without really thinking about it, and then I regret doing so because I sound stupid and I sound dumb. But ma'am, if you're watching this, I know how to make sodium chloride solution. I'm just not in the right headspace when you asked me and I spaced out. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now actually. Here's my salt. And here's my beaker of water. Wow, that was lame. And then I'm just gonna pour salt and dissolve the salt until the water can't take anymore. Just got back from the lab, and I'm sorry for this absurd wrap top over my head. I just wanted to relax, so I just got from a long shower. And yeah, another thing that you should know about chemistry or taking up BS chemistry is that you will have tons, and when I say tons, I say tons of lab reports. So it's like pre-lab, post-lab every week, and it's even worse if you have a lot of major chemistry subjects in one semester. Like there was one time I had like one physical chemistry lab, one analytical chemistry lab, and then I also had a physics subject with also a like lab report. So like I have to make 3 pre-labs and 3 post-labs in 1 week. So that's 6 post-labs all in all. And usually I take my time in doing my lab reports because I want to at least give a decent lab report. So 1 post-lab and pre-lab is like good for 1 whole day. So sometimes I just stay inside my dorm and then I do my post-labs and pre-labs, and I actually don't go out much. If I do, then it's usually a scheduled date or like a scheduled activity. Like when I go out with my friends and everything, they usually inform me 2 to 3 weeks prior the said gathering, because like I said, I have like a lot of lab reports to finish. So if you are looking up or interested in taking up BS chemistry, then don't expect that you will have a very social life. Like although that's just from my experience, and I don't mind staying indoors because I'm quite an introvert, so it's okay for me. And I actually enjoy my me time and my like being a homebody or like a dorm buddy because I live in dorm. But yeah, if you are someone who likes to go out on the weekends, well, you will have to have proper time management. So yeah, sometimes I actually have group mates. Some reports are actually individuals, some are like in a group, you need to pass it by group. So sometimes I have reports that I have like a small part, just for example the intro or the methods or like data gathering. We split it up by group, so like it's really time consuming. And sometimes I also have group mates who prioritize their social life over lab reports, especially the physics lab reports. My gosh, I have a lot of classmates who are not responsible enough to do their parts, and they usually have excuses like I went to a party, blah blah blah. And it's freaking me out, it's frustrating, and sometimes I end up doing their part actually, which is something that you shouldn't do. If you want to have a good time, then make sure that you have done every ACAD responsibility that you already have. Like, don't be a freeloader in your group. Don't be someone who just um, takes everything for granted, and be helpful. Be a kind and responsible groupmate. Wow, this video has turned into a rant. Anyways, well, basically this is how BS chemistry students roll, and I hope that you enjoyed the clips that I have shown you. Of course, that is not the bulk of my BS chemistry life, but that is like a preview already. So if you are taking up BS chemistry this school year, or if you're a freshman and if you're looking into chemistry, then I hope that this video will somehow help you in making that pivotal and essential decision, because the course that you will take in college is really important. It's a big step, it's a big decision, and you have to consider everything. Like, in all aspects, you have to think about whether it's good or it's not, or if this is a course that will determine your weaknesses or your strengths. You have to make sure that what you're taking up in college is something that you are passionate about and something that you really want to study on, because it's gonna be your bread and butter actually, and it's going to take up most of your life, like your adult life. So taking up a course that is really near and dear to your heart is very essential. This is the one thing that I always tell other students or other kids. Like, when people ask me for advice about college and what course to take, this is usually my parting words. Never ever think that this is like a game. Always think about what subject matter or subjects are you most interested in. Play up to your strengths and discover your strengths, where you're good at, and maybe that's the path that you need to take. So yeah, and it's also very fun if you enjoy your course. If you really love what you're doing, studying will not be as difficult as it may seem to be. It can actually be a lot of fun, and right now I'm actually enjoying my thesis work. It's a concern or an issue that is very close to my heart, and so doing lab work is not as hard or as difficult for me, because I really enjoy my topic, I really enjoy my thesis, and I love learning more from it. So find something that you are interested in. So yeah, I hope that this video helps you. I'll see you again in my next vlog, and I hope that I helped you in some way through this video. So yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.